Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another collab in the world of Monster Strike. It is World Trigger this time, and as you can see, it is going to be available for 2 weeks, starting when you've already seen this video, up until February 16th, 11:59 a.m. Japan time. So now I know a lot of people had the reaction that they weren't very familiar with this, but definitely seems like a very up-and-coming popular anime. So I'm sure a lot of maybe the younger kids are more excited than maybe the older crowd. But without further ado, let's start looking at the Gacha Monsters. Of course, we have 5 featured, 3 at the higher tiered 6-star level, and we got 2 at the 4 or 5-star level. And you can see them on the image, I guess, in game, but not on the image here. But and this is for my sake to make sure I can remember their names. But we got Yuichi Jin, Yuma Kuga, and Kirie Konami as your 6-star monsters. So obviously these are the ones that you're going to want to get. And looking at game width real quick, they've slated Yuichi and Yuma at the 9.0 level for now. This is the first day, so it could fluctuate once people start getting used to it, seeing how good the strike shot is or not, the multipliers, how they affect weak points, stuff like that. There's a lot of ways it can go up and down to see if it actually has a future outside of the collab. But right now they just seem like it's a solid monster rather than a must-have broken type monster. Kirie Konami here, she is slated at an 8.5 so far, so again we'll see if that fluctuates anywhere later. The 4 5-star monsters, we've got Mikumo Osamu and Amatori Chika in Wood and Light respectively. For the ratings here, Chika actually has an 8.0, which is quite high for a 5-star monster, and Osamu is slated at a 7.0 so far. Now, to look at it real quick, of course, if you want to see the details for the 6-star monsters, you can check Monster Strike news video. Those are already there, and we went over that then. But the 4 5-star monsters are new, so I just wanted to go over them real quick. For Osamu here, he has Super Null Damage Wall, Null Magic Circle, Null Warp, and Shield Breaker on the gauge. Strike Shot is a let's see, speed and powers up all touch friendly units and makes them move. So it's like a motivate, but it also gives them a obvious attack and speed boost, which is interesting because innately they have that, but this must be a significant multiplier, I'm guessing. Bump Combo is a speed up. So I mean, the ability set is nice. You got Damage Wall, Magic Circle, and Warps, which is good to see. So I mean, it is rated as 7, but doesn't sound too bad. Let's see, Chika here, we've got no damage wall, laser stop, sorry, super laser stop, so it'll heal not only after blocking. Bump Combo Boost M, which is interesting since she is a blast type. And on the gauge, we've got status recovery and null magic circle. So again, we see another combo of damage wall and null magic circle. But otherwise, it's utility based, which is, nice to see. Strike Shot fires Ibis. I'm guessing that's her bazooka there. In the pointed direction, you point. And the bump combo is a wall bomb, and you can see it does a lot of damage already. It's going to do even more since it's going to have that bump combo boost M. So cool. So that is the Gacha Monsters. So if you want to spend some orbs, at the very least, pocket one of each of the 4 5-star monsters. That's basically what you should always be doing when a collab comes. Seems like Chika is worth 90 lucking, given they're already slating her as an 8.0. But otherwise, I wouldn't say it's necessary to break the bank at this point. Again, this could all change once people have started to get used to them a little bit, but just looking at the raw ratings, initial ratings, at least it's not, they're saying, oh, it's a 10.0 broken. We're not there. So anyways, that is the Gacha Monsters. This should be going up in my next video where I'll pull on both my main and my tablet. Not in this video, we're just going to keep it to the details here. So let's go to the next page and we start looking at the quests. So again, we always have the 24/7 4 5-star quests. This time it's going to be Lambanine and Enedra. You can of course go there to the events and then see them in in line here, and you can see that the bottom two will be always there, available whenever you please. However, keep in mind that they are the 4 5-star quests, so they cannot be max luck. They will go up to 75 luck, in which 15 luck will kick in and you'll get that bonus 90. Of course, since it's a collab monster, you may want to just do it to 90 anyway for kicks. But yeah, there you go, Lambanin and Enedra. And you can also see right above that is Visa's quest. This is a direct drop quest. You can always identify that because you can see on the icon next to his name that there is a gold egg there without a treasure chest, which is telling you that no max lucks are needed for this quest. Just make sure you can clear it. First clear each day gives you 7 drops. You can see that it will always remind you here. If you are annoyed by this notification, you can hit that checkbox and say never remind me again, but it will tell you if you've cleared it for that day or not. Remember, you get 7 drops just by clearing it once a day. This is a pain in the butt if you don't do this. Older folks remember how we had to actually run this over and over again that many times to max luck the direct drops. Now you don't. All you have to do is make sure you play at least once every day. You get 7 drops guaranteed. You're of course guaranteed 1 drop if you play solo, but if you play co-op, there is a higher chance of multiple drops on clear for a maximum of 3. So in the best case scenario, you get 10 drops per run. Obviously you have about 13 days to complete this, so if you want to play the minimum possible, just make sure you co-op with others and you do it once every day. And of course we have the scheduled quests. We got 2 here. These ones you have to bring max lucks to be able to efficiently clear them. You've got High Rain and Huse. I don't know, Hughes. Let's go with Hughes. And if you're curious as to when they're going to be available, you can always check the schedule there. Again, I did that real quick, but you always have the schedule here on the top left of the the menu area, and you just look for High Rain. You see High Rain is coming up 3 a.m. my time on the 2nd, and we also have where's the other one, Hughes, there coming tomorrow at 2 a.m. Local time. Remember, schedule is localized to your time zone. Now, again, if you don't know how this works, you can always ask for, a push notification for these quests. Just make sure you click the character that you are interested in farming and hit the button on the left to say, yes, I do want to get a notification about this, and you are set. Now you can see that the Visa quest there, that's regarding the Insidious version, which we'll go into how you unlock that later, but that is also part of the schedule. And since I'm here, I might as well turn on Hughes, since that's going to be a thing. Now again, you can always use Max Luck Monsters, or you can wait until it's Monster Strike Day on the 10th, when it's 10th in Japan, remember, account for time zones, and you can just bring OP monsters and try to clear it that way, whichever one works for you. I tend to wait for Monster Strike Day, but sometimes you just want to be done with everything. Now, when you're playing through any of the collab quests that we talked about earlier, you will be also getting these extra treasure chest drops, and these AQ teams, I think one was like 3rd place, one was 5th place, something like that. You're just going to be able to get them as additional drops when you're clearing quests. If you're hosting a co-op quest, you will get 3 drops of each color, each unit. If you're doing a guest co-op, so you joined a quest, you'll be getting 2 drops, and if you're playing solo, you'll only get 1 drop of them. Now you can see there that they've got okay stats. I'm not sure you're going to use them very much, right? The red team here, AQ 5th place, is Minesweeper, Recovery, and then Null Block on the gauge. Strike Shot is I think it just moves around. I think it splits them up and moves them around, and does a damage to the nearest enemy. Bump Combo is a super shotgun. Now Team Blue here is At third place in the AQ, they got Minesweeper and Laser Stop, and then the gauge has no gravity barrier, and then looks like it does a follow-up attack on the first hit enemy, along with slashes afterwards. So I mean, honestly, I don't see them being very strong. So, but I mean, you get them for free just by clearing quests, and if you are max lucking everything else, you're just gonna naturally finish them, I feel like. Especially if you're co-oping. Maybe if you're soloing, it'll have some leftovers. But if you're co-oping, you know, 33 over all the quests is more than doable, and 50 if you're just even joining as guests. So, yeah. Anyways, those are bonus drops if you are wondering what those extra chests are when you clear quests. There's of course a new guardian. It is called Replica, and I mean, this area just came out, so if you haven't gotten any details of that, again, go check my previous video on Monster Strike News where we go over that new area. But you can access this new quest in that new menu, and you can see it is right on top. It is a much more scary looking, also I guess his name is Rabbit given the banner, but basically what you're doing is, I mean, you're doing the same thing here. You are clearing this quest. You have two difficulties, one at Kyukyoku, one at Chozetsu. Each difficulty allows you to collect 200 pieces, and you are going to need 500 in total to maximize your guardian here. Obviously you can only collect 400 per guardian, so you're going to be a little bit short, but obviously if you haven't heard the details of what what's your name, Replica does, it is absolutely worth it. The important thing is that this quest will disappear once it turns into February 16th, 11:59 a.m. And as you can see, it is localized in your time zone here in the menu. So it's telling me that it's going away on February 15th, 1859, because that is the Pacific time zone equivalent of that date time. Also, very important to note is that this quest features double drops on the chests. Double rate drops. So the chances of you getting a affinity shard is much more higher in this quest than any of the normal quests. So they're making it a little bit easier because obviously this is time restrained. But I mean, do keep in mind that if you want to maximize this monster, which I think you do, you should absolutely spend the effort to maximize all 400 drops from his quest, since it goes away. Alright, it is here for a limited time, so if you don't do it, you are absolutely losing out on opportunities. And even if you don't like his ability and you just want to stock it, at least stock the 400. It is going to be much more easier to collect it from this quest than any of the other quests on the bottom there, right? So do make sure you spend the efforts to finishing it. If at the very least you don't do anything, you just do this, run it over and over. I mean, you should do the other stuff, but anyways, the stats on Replica, obviously they go up in terms of level based on the number of shards you give it. You can take a look here. Again, if you don't remember how to level them up, they're of course in the monster menu. The third item with those shards, those pink shards, are available, and you can see here that you are able to feed them the different number of shards to increase their levels. And you can see on the chart here what you get in return. So the requirement for Replica to activate his skill is to collect 5 items in that stage in total. His ability, which of course can only still be used once, is that it increases the current monster. So when you say, you hit the button and say okay, that monster's speed will increase by X%, and its power will increase by Y%. Now, if that monster happens to be a border tying class, again, that's going to be a collab monster, from the gacha, I think, that power is basically doubled, right? That Z equals 2 times Y. I didn't want to put math in there, so I just split it up. So either you have Y if you're a normal monster, or Z if you are a collab monster, and everybody shares the speed bonus. Now you can see that the speed bonus is insane. At level 1, sure, you're at 100% bonus, and you got 5% attack bonus versus 10% if you are a collab type. But if you max out replica, that goes all the way up to 900%. And 25%, 50% boost is actually pretty darn good as well. So I think it's a no-brainer that you should absolutely spend the effort to finishing off replica here, because the stats, I mean, is amazing. And I mean, it's just crazy the things you can do by just moving around over and over. I mean, unless you get like pinched, right? That's the only saddest thing that could happen in this situation. But 900, think about it, 900 increase, that's crazy. Alright, enough of that. Let's go to the missions. So you may have noticed on your home screen that there is a blinking icon here. Well, I guess obviously since I cleared it, it's not going to be showing up. But basically they are special missions that you can clear to help give you some extra rewards and skills. So you can see here, there you go. We've got 7 quests available for rank C. Obviously you need to complete all rank C missions before you move on to rank B, and likewise clear all Bs before you can go to rank A. And this is important. Even if you've cleared a mission ahead of time, it is not going to be marked as clear until it is actually unlocked. So don't try to skip ahead. You've got to clear everything ahead of time. Obviously you're not going to be able to move on to rank B until Hughes's quest comes and goes, so that you can continue clear it, right? So anyways, you can see on the chart here that the first 5 are just saying no continue clear all of the collab quests once. If you do, you're gonna get some Kizaki and Karasumas, along with some smaller in-game rewards. The 6th mission is saying to clear the rabbit quest, right? The guardian of the forest, forest of the guardians. Clear that on the lower difficulty, the Kyukyoku difficulty. And then that last quest, number 7, is just saying clear any of those quests listed above. Make sure you S rank the clear and do it 3 times. You do that and you get the rewards listed on the right. Once you clear all that, you will also unlock a set of good job stickers. Let's see, where is it? There we go. So rank C, you get these good job stickers. Yep. So clear rank C, you get those good job stickers for free. Now we can go to rank B. Obviously, like I said, you have to clear all rank C missions before even attempting these missions. You can see that we've dropped the 4 5-star quests and left the 5 6-star quests featuring Visa, Hyrain, and Hughes. And these missions you have to continue clear with a collab monster in your team. Again, you don't have to use a gacha monster. You can use any of the drop monsters from other quests to clear. Obviously, whether or not they are appropriate is a different question, but it is still obtainable even if you don't want to gacha. So those are the first 3. The 4th one is clearing the forest quest on the higher difficulty, the Chozetsu difficulty. Clear that and you will get that clear. Again, like you saw on my screen, I've already cleared that, but it will not mark this mission clear because rank B is not unlocked yet, right? The 5th mission there is asking you to actually use Replica's Guardian skill. So obviously you need to have cleared it once, and it doesn't matter what level it is, but then you collect 5 items and then hit the OK, make sure it activates. You need to do that in any colossal Bakuzetsu difficulty quest. Now, of course, you can wait for it to show up on the schedule, but it is in, there are some Bakuzetsu quests in the library, I think now, right? I don't use the library, so I'm not sure. Yeah, you have Bakuzetsu quests in the library, so you can also use the library to clear one of those that way. And the next mission is also slightly related. You need to go and clear any Bakuzetsu quest using a Collab monster in your team. And then the last one is to no continue clear any Collab quests at the Kyukyoku difficulty while using a side effect. We'll go into side effects a little bit later, but you need to have activated it a total of 5 times, or sorry, cleared 5 stages while any of those side effects are active. So that's rank B. Now, if you clear all the rank Bs, you get another set of good job stickers, and you unlock the ability to play the Insidious quest. We'll go into that a little bit more detail later as well, but you can see the last one's nice. So yeah, those are your BQ rewards if you clear that. And again, clearing that gives you the right to play that stage. Now, again, this stage is going to come on a scheduled basis. So if you do not clear all B rank missions, you are not going to be eligible to play that stage. I know I'm going to get questions in that, but figured I'd make sure I say that now. Last but not least are the rank A missions, and these are going to be a little bit more difficult, a little bit challenging. Visa, you have to clear that stage using only water types, so obviously you're going to take more damage. The High Rain water quest, you need to clear that with only using 5-star monsters or less. Sorry, 3 or more 5-star monsters, so you can have 1 6-star, I guess. The Huse's quest, you need to clear that without having any monsters that have the null damage wall ability. So obviously you're gonna have to be a lot more careful about that quest, but it is a challenge quest, so interesting thing to see. And then the rabbit quest there, you need to clear the higher difficulty at Chozetsu, but you need to clear it with a team of nothing but bounce type monsters. So I mean, I don't even remember what that quest was, but there must have been bounce obstructors to make it annoying. So very interesting quest challenge. Now the next 2 are basically the same as the previous, except you have to do it on 1 more difficulty higher at the Gozetsu quest. Now Gozetsu quests are not in the library, so you're gonna have to keep an eye out for the schedule to see when they come. And this is actually going to be very important. Depending on what monsters you have in your box, could highly limit which quests you can take on using a collab quest. Now the good thing about this is, since it is that high of a difficulty, I think you can use a Miracle Min and it will still count as a no continue clear, because you have to no continue clear those higher difficulties to mark it as a win. So if you want to spend your Miracle Min, that's one way to do it. I'm just saying. And then the last mission is just to clear that Insidious Chokyukyoku quest featuring that special version of Visa. Right? This is not the 24/7 quest. This is the scheduled Visa quest that comes along. All right. So so obviously you saw Kizaki and Karasuma as a reward for all those quests. Basically, they will function as a max luck monster for the duration of the collab, regardless of its current luck. And what that means is, obviously, if you're not used to it, you can see I have a bunch of him here. You can see even though he's at 1 luck, if I use him as my first monster in my team, he will be marked as a max luck monster on the reward screen. Keep in mind, it still is only 1 luck in terms of in-game implications, so it won't give you more luck. But once you go to the end of the screen where it checks that luck, then it goes plus 99, and then you get 2 chests no matter what. Now of course, if you want him to be a max luck after the collab, you need to actually max luck him. Also important is, if you max luck Kizaki and Karasuma here and then feed another 99 luck to him, you can get an Ableberry slot there. And you can see he has null damage wall, null element resist, null magic circle and null speed down wall, the last two being on the gauge. Strike shot is speed and power up and does an attack after done moving to the nearest enemy. And you got a snipe machine gun bump combo, which is not a bad bump combo. So I mean, it's an interesting skill set, I think. Yeah. I mean, of course, it's lower on the lower side in terms of stats, but I don't know, not too bad. So we'll see. Again, if you're just starting out, you have at the very least Kizaki and Karasuma as an option for Max Lex. Alright, yeah, and just to get into a little bit more detail, like I was saying, Visa is unlockable at the Chokyu Kyoku Insidious difficulty level, and that happens when you clear all rank B missions. Again, it is scheduled, so you can put it into the scheduled reminder, but the first appearance of Visa shows up on February 6th, 20 o'clock JP time. So don't ask where it is, you know, it'll come eventually. And obviously, if you don't meet all the requirements to clear all rank B missions, you can't play. Alright, side effects. You can access them in two ways. The first way is you go to the actual missions here, and you'll see that there is a icon here to activate them. The other way to do it is you can go to the quest page here, and you can see they are available on the top right here. Either way gives you access to unlock and turn on these side effects. And how you unlock these is based on the number of missions, total missions you've cleared from rank C, B, and A, and if you hit enough of them, you will unlock them going top down. What they do is they just basically make your life easier while you're playing various collab quests. These only apply to collab quests, so don't misinterpret these as being a global bonus. This only works for collab quests, right? There is no cost associated to turning on a side effect. However, there is a recharge time, so if you use it, time expires, you cannot reuse it until you've waited long enough. Now, what are these side effects? Well, here you go. So the first one is unlocked once you clear any 4 missions. This is a Kogeki Kyoka, so it increases your attack. And what this will do is all friendly units gain 50% attack and bump combo damage. And when you hit that green button there and hit the hi button on the left to say yes, I want to turn it on, that effect is going to be available for your team for 1 hour. However, once that 1 hour expires, you have to wait 2 hours before you can use it again. The next bonus there at 8 clears, I do believe this has to jump into the rank B missions at that point, but this is a Jakuten Tokko, so this will increase the weak point multiplier by 50%. Of course, different stages can have different multipliers, so that's why it's, you know, a percentage bonus there. Again, this is available for 1 hour, and then once you use it, you have to wait 2 hours for it to recharge. Now, once you get 11 missions cleared, you get the Hoshu Kyoka side effect, and this increases your drops. Treasure chest will give 2 times drop, as if you used a biscuit, right? You see the 2 times there. Each chest will give double whatever it drops. Now, the important thing here is that this is stackable with the Fueru biscuit. So if you have this side effect and you use a Fueru biscuit, you'll get 4 times those drops. Now, this is important though. The duration for this effect is only live for 30 minutes, and this one takes 4 hours to recharge whenever you use it. So you're gonna have to make sure, and this is, you know, a little bit of a gamble, especially if you use game width, right? People go AFK, they're not paying attention. You really want to make sure when you use it, you're actually farming as fast as possible and efficiently as possible, right? So you maybe you want to scale back a chest, you know, a rando, so that, you know, you have 3 max lux and an OP and it's everybody you know. Or make sure you go on Discord, play with people that are actually paying attention, so that you can maximize those 30 minutes. so that you don't waste it, right? Because once you use 30 minutes, you have to wait 4 hours before you can use that side effect again. All right, 15 mission clears unlocks Adomichi Yosoku, I think, and this it's obvious. It'll show the guide at all times. That's available for an hour and then recharges after 2 hours. 18 mission clears unlocks the Hissatsu Zenkai, and that makes sure everybody starts with their strike shot ready to go. And this will be active for only 30 minutes, and then you have to wait 2 hours to use it again. Now, obviously, seeing these side effects kind of makes me a little bit worried about how difficult the Chokyu Kyoku quest is gonna be, because obviously that's gonna be the main quest that you're probably going to want to take advantage of. And also, I think Pisu was nice enough to point out to me in Discord that there is a special was it title, I think, that is unlockable if you clear the Chokyu Kyoku quest without using any side effects. And I think it's just going to be like one of those missions that come up here. I wonder if it's already here. Yeah, here you go. Right, so there's a special, it's just a title, so that orange thing that's above your name here, right? But I mean, if you want to show off, this is up for grabs if you clear that Chokyu Kyoku quest without using any of the side effects. So no attack bonus, no weak point bonus, no guides, no strike shots to start. I don't know. We'll see how scary that ends up being, but that is a little bit concerning to see. And you only need to clear it once, right? So, all right. Last thing is a cool note that they said in the text of the news is that the strike shot voices will be available forever and will not expire like past collabs have. Like if you go to some of the Doraemon monsters, you try to play their strike shots and it'll just be this kind of sound, right? Right, I mean, obviously they had the voices before. It's licensed, you know, times expire and then they have to get rid of it. Well, they said, hey, don't worry, these World Trigger voices will be there forever, so don't worry about it. So that's cool, and that seems to be the trend lately in terms of them being available for a long time. Okay, well, shoot, that was really long. There's a lot of stuff to talk about, maybe too much, but hopefully you understand what you need to do for this collab. Look forward to the gacha video, which should be coming soon. And yeah, I think that's it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. If you share this to other folks who want to know more about the collab. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe. I already said comment. Follow the ENG Mons Twitter account if you want the list of all of those missions. They are already available on the Twitter account, so you can use that as reference. Otherwise, check out our Discord channel. And last but not least, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, bye bye.